China. After these 4 projects broke the contract, Malaysia responded to China with the reason that the cost of the project was too high, and the cooperation was terminated as a last resort. What makes China even more angry is the construction of Malaysia's Huangjing Port project. Malaysia has owed China various construction costs for as long as 8 months, with a total amount of up to 20 million ringgit. There are also a large number of Chinese employees who were dismissed without being paid. In response, China also officially announced the suspension of the construction project of Malaysia's Huangjing Port. According to the project agreement, Malaysia should pay China huge liquidated damages of $400 million, but they broke their promises and refused to pay liquidated damages to China. After the Huangjing Port ceased operation, it caused considerable losses to both China and Malaysia. However, in 2022, the Huangjing Port project has a new turning point. So what's going on here? As the 3rd largest economy in ASEAN, Malaysia has been continuously affected by various factors in recent years, and Malaysia's economy has lost its momentum of development. Malaysia is also aware of the importance of China and the Huangjing Port, and hopes to resume cooperation projects with China to promote domestic economic growth. Finally, after nearly a year of suspension of the Huangjing Port project, Malaysia signed a settlement agreement with China and allowed China to continue to develop the Huangjing Port project, which is scheduled to be completed by the end of 2026. But this news is very bad for Singapore. Singapore even tried to unite with the United States, causing the Huangjing Port project to fail. Why is Singapore doing this? How will it affect Singapore? For Singapore, the Port of Singapore is an important pillar of the national economy. The reason why the Port of Singapore can become the 2nd largest cargo port in the world is mainly because it has an important geographical location in the Asia-Pacific region. Although the geographical location of Huangjing Port is not as good as that of Singapore Port. However, if the Huangjing Port is developed as planned, it will become a large artificial reclamation port. The construction scale of Huangjing Port will also successfully seize at least 1/4 of the trade share of Singapore Port. Moreover, China, as the country that undertook the construction of the Huangjing Port deep water terminal, will use Malaysia's Huangjing Port to dock China's overseas trade ships. In this case, Singapore will not enjoy the trade policy from China. The threat from them in the United States will not be able to threaten China, and China will develop better in terms of trade. In fact, the United States has always been the big tree behind Singapore. It is precisely because of its support that Singapore can always firmly control the Strait of Malacca. Singapore relies on this port to control the development of maritime trade, which has a great influence on China and other Asian countries. Once the Huangjing Port deepwater supply terminal is completed, China and other countries will shift the focus of trade to the Huangjing Port. Then Singapore's income will be greatly reduced, and the interests of the United States will continue to decrease. This puts a lot of pressure on both Singapore and the United States. In fact, China has one of the biggest trade ports in the world, and there must be more than a few ports of cooperation. In addition to the Huangjing Port that is still under construction, China and Brazil also have a port cooperation relationship. China also has many experienced ports, such as the Qingdao Port, Ningbo Port, Liaoning Port, and so on. The status of these ports in the world is also very important. Therefore, it is impossible for Western countries headed by the United States to threaten China's trade relations from the port alone. In the future, when the Huangjing Port is completed, China will work with Malaysia to reach a new level in the international agreement. So what do you think will be the better advantages of China's investment in the construction of Huangjing Port in the future? Presently, China is showing the world the strength of many technologies. In the past 10 years, China has accumulated considerable technical expertise. At the same time, China has successfully completed projects that have shocked the world in many infrastructure projects. Among them are thousands of bridges built by China. In the Xinjiang region of China, there is China's most expensive bridge. The overall width of the bridge is only 7 meters. The construction is very watching our videos. If you want to learn more about what's happening in the world, don't hesitate to click and subscribe to our channel with your lovely finger. See you in the next issue.
The enemy has most of the strategic zones.
Forces have captured a zone. pressure on the enemy. They're